Honorable Speaker, I am Onofiok Luke. By the grace of God, I hold a mandate of the people of Etinan, Nsatibom and Surubium Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I take umbrage under the provisions of Order 8, Rule 4 of our standing order. That's matter of urgent public importance, Mr. Speaker. And on the urgent need for the security agencies to ensure the immediate release of a Justice of the Court of Appeal, Justice Chioma Nwosu, around judicial officers across Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I hereby move a motion that our standing order, the rules be relaxed so that this matter could be taken as matter of urgent national and public importance.
Richard Bandi. I represent the people of Katsina Ala, Okum, Logo Federal Constituency. I am from Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion moved by Honorable Luke. I so second.
Agencies to ensure the release of Honorable Justice Chioma Nwosu JCA and increase security and protection around judicial officers across Nigeria. The House notes that judicial officers are charged with the fundamental responsibility of interpreting laws, adjudicating and resolving dispute, conflict and controversies between persons, both natural or artificial. The House further notes that the responsibility involves presiding over serious criminal matters and politically charged cases, convicting and passing sentence on hard criminals, including drug dealers, kidnappers, and murderers. Aware that the exercise of this responsibility by judicial officers helps to maintain and preserve stability, peace, and equipoise in the polity, and protect and safeguard the rights of citizens. Conscious of the risk and dangers associated with performance of judicial responsibility on the lives of judicial officers and their families, and the necessity for judicial officers to be provided a safe, comfortable, and conducive environment to operate. Distort that the judicial officers are becoming prey in the hands of criminals, and the security of their lives and that of their family is under serious threat. Concerned that some weeks ago, Honorable Justice Abdul Dogo of Federal High Court Akure Division was kidnapped on his way to...
Honorable Anayo, Honorable Linda, please take your seat.
Concerned that some weeks ago, Honorable Justice Abdul Dogo of Federal High Court, Akure Division, was kidnapped on his way to discharge his official functions and was later released after spending some days in the kidnapper's den. Worried that just a few days ago, after the release of Honorable Justice Dogo, Honorable Justice Chioma Nwosu of the Court of Appeal, Benin Judicial Division, was kidnapped in brutal circumstances, where his lordship's orderly was shot, and the whereabouts of Honorable Justice Nwosu is not known up till now. Appreciate the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies for the general security of judicial officers, particularly for securing the release of Honorable Justice Abdul Dogo. Resolves to, 1, urge the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies to ensure the immediate release of Honorable Justice Chioma Nwosu, JCA, and the apprehension and prosecution of our kidnappers. And 2, urge the Nigerian Police Force to increase protection and security around judicial officers and their families across the country. I so move, sir. We felt at certain point that those of us privileged were immune from what was going to happen. But right now, nobody is exempted and nobody is safe. So, Mr. Speaker, while we are asking for the protection of the judicial officers, we equally recognize the fact that these are the challenges being faced by ordinary citizens in one way or the other. So our position is that on this particular matter, sir, the judicial officers are ministers in the temple of justice, and they should be provided an environment where they discharge their responsibilities without fear or favor or any form of intimidation. But the two incidences we have referred to, the kidnap of Honorable Justice Abdul Dogo of the Federal High Court and the kidnap of Honorable Justice Chioma Nwosu of the Court of Appeal, is tending to intimidate and instill fear in the mind of those who are saddled with the responsibility of interpreting our laws. So, Mr. Speaker, at the resumption of this House, sir, you said this House would stand to ensure the security of lives and properties of Nigerians, whether they are common men or those in privileged position. This is a time that we must arise. I want to appeal to you, my colleagues, that we must rise to condemn in totality the situation that we have found ourselves where our judicial officers are becoming prey to kidnappers every day. So my colleagues, Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, I want us to rise as a House in unison, unanimously, to condemn this dastardly act against the judiciary, to condemn in totality, and then ask the security agencies to step up their game, to step up their operations, to ask the entire security architecture of the country to ensure that not only judicial officers, not only the privileged few, which we happen to be, are protected, that security of lives and property for the entire Nigerians at this level should be ensured. So, Mr. Speaker, those are my humble submissions to add to this motion. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Motion referred to the relevant committees of the House.